Hi everyone, Melissa here from CloudMom.com, talking about winterizing your baby. How do you take care of your baby in the cold? What are the things you can do? So what I'm going to do is quickly talk about skin care and then talk about clothing both inside and out. So when it comes to skin care, I have found with my babies that they did tend to get a little drier in the winter months, which I think is from the dry heat in our building. And what I did do with some of them is graduate to a thicker, more nourishing type of cream. So I think that's a good idea. And then, of course, Aquaphor I found was great. My kids also developed a little bit of irritation from the cold here in the mouth area from drooling. I know, lovely. And my doctor recommended for that a little bit of hydrocortisone. So check with your doctor and see if he thinks that's a good idea. So that's skincare. One final note, a humidifier can be a really, really great thing if you have a dry environment. It can really help keep the air nice and moist. And if you do have a lot of heat on in your house or building, it might be good to even crack open the window slightly so that you have an exchange of fresh air. This is something I've always believed in. Again, check with your doctor. Okay, talking about clothing. What I did with all my babies when it came to sleeping at night in the winter was to make sure they had a nice onesie, long-sleeved, a footed pajama. I've got a few here. These are cotton, but they can be used all year round. Nice colors. Footed onesie. You can get these in an even warmer style if you like to. And then I swaddled them. I did not use sleep sacks, but some people do, and they're very popular. So that's how you can keep your baby cozy in the crib. You cannot use blankets. Remember that, people. When it comes to outside, some of this can pose a challenge because you're dealing with the stroller, the baby not wanting to sort of be all like restricted and wanting access to his or her hand. So here's what I did piece by piece. First of all, with hats. I have to show off this hat that my mother made for Marielle with a matching sweater, and it was wonderful because it was nice and stretchy, and when she was very, very little and had a teensy head, she actually wore this home from the hospital. Maybe I'll try to put that picture up. I just rolled it up like this, and it worked so great. You can use a hat like this that's a soft wool, or you can use a cotton hat. Okay? It has to fit the head, otherwise it's going to fall off. Or you can get another hat like this, and these are terrific with ties, and gently tie this under the baby's chin, and that will hopefully stay on. Mittens I had very little success with newborns because all my kids were finger and thumb suckers. Here's a pair. These would usually get flung off and lost. As soon as my baby was old enough to really move around, they did not like the mittens. Okay, coats and strollers. Here's what I recommend. I'm going to show you my fabulous insert. I had this for many of my kids. And it's this big, warm thing that I wanted to get into. It's like super luxurious. You see how warm? And then on the outside it has basically what is like a shell against the wind. So I would package my kids into this. When I had my first two, I had a double stroller, and they would be all cozy, and I was so jealous of them as I was walking down the street like freezing. So that worked great. Once they were in that, I really didn't need a winter coat. They would have a pajama, a onesie, and a cardigan. Very easy to take on and off once you get inside. And that did the trick. This also made it, I'm going to get my coat, it also made it easier in terms of getting them in and out of the stroller, securing those things, and, of course, the car seat. Okay, if you do want to have a winter coat or you need one, I would get something like this. This is a hand-me-down from my friend Risa. It was reversible, and it is quite warm, and it is down, but it's extremely flexible and puffy. It's not like that thick kind of coat that can be a little bit unwieldy. So that's what I would do. Let me just quickly check my notes, make sure I went through everything. Okay, so those are my thoughts on winterizing your baby. I hope that they were helpful to you. If you have other things you do with your baby that you think are good, please share them with me on cloudmom.com in the comments. Good luck staying warm this winter, and thank you so much for watching.